What? Yeah. What? Let's ride.
Hey, what's up, LNG fam? Hey, thank you guys again so much for the continuous support. For those of you that have been waiting and wondering, I've finally decided on a business partner that will be fulfilling orders. And so COVID did put a little bit of restraint on that. So thank you guys again for your continual support and your interest. But I will be hopefully releasing all merch July 1st. So today's Tuesday. So you know what that means. Another testimony. This one, I had a little bit of difficulties kind of navigating around without trying to put an arrogant tone on it. But in any case, it's about being a product of your environment. So if you know me, me growing up, I didn't have my parents around. Both my parents were in and out of prison my whole life, and very, very much into drugs in the street. And so those things actually influenced me a lot growing up. Gangs, drugs, all those things was actually probably the direction I was headed. And it took a rational decision or a big decision on my part to kind of go in a direction that was probably better for myself. And that honestly came at a young age. And so not only did I have those influences or those circumstances growing up, but I also became a father at a young age. I got my girlfriend pregnant my senior year of high school. And so by this time, my parents were doing well and they're coming back into my life. And so those things were great. But at the same time, like I had this huge responsibility now before I even had a relationship with my own parents. And so, again, this was something very, very difficult to navigate around. I often found myself playing the victim, like, well, if my parents were around, or if I had this sort of support, or if I had these circumstances around me, or my environment was a little bit better, then maybe I wouldn't have been in this position. Well, those things may or may not have been true, but it didn't get me anywhere. And honestly, I made a lot more mistakes, even throughout my life, or made poor decisions that led me down some really, really dark seasons in my life. I've been in divorces. I've had misconduct in the military. But yet I'm still here standing before you, able to provide, one, that I'm educated. I got an honorable discharge. I served 9 years in the military. And now I work as a government employee and I'm a small business owner. So I'm not, again, here to toot my own horn and be arrogant in any sort of way, but just to show that your choices determine where you end up. And regardless of your circumstances, regardless of what your environment was growing up, regardless of your ethnicity, those things don't determine your fate. They don't determine where you end up in life. And so I am a product of that. I'm a product of grace and love of people who helped encourage me along the way, who helped influence me in a positive way. And it's because of those people and the decisions that I made, the choices that I made, both bad and good, is the reason why I'm here right now, where I'm at. And so for those of you that are struggling, whether it be your environment or whether it be people that have hurt you or Maybe it's even your parents, your parents, uh, maybe you felt you didn't get the same support that other kids got. And so if you're one of those people, that are just continually playing victim, um, I'm just going to tell you straight up, man, it doesn't get you anywhere, honestly. Um, Looking back at my environment and looking at where I am right here, right now, uh, man, I don't know what to tell you. Like I should have been in prison. I should have been, I don't know, shot and in a gang and living that street life, slanging and banging, like for real. Like I don't know any other way that my life could have went, given my circumstances, based on, you know, on literature and statistics, as culture will tell you or media will tell you. And so I want to challenge you, those of you that are in this victim stage or this self pity stage, that man, you just honestly have to make that choice to say, hey, I want things different for me, myself, and then also if you plan on having kids, for those that come after you. And so again, I just want to challenge those of you, man. You are not a product of your environment. Yeah, there are good things that come out of the hood or out of being in a struggle, but if you want to get to somewhere other than what you have been handed, man, that comes from you and you alone. So again, I hope you guys are challenged. I hope you're encouraged. I love you guys. Peace.
Questions, baby. Let me take your questions, baby.